Welcome horror fans to a night of chilling confrontation.
That's right, Sunil. But now it's time for the ultimate showdown. A clash of nightmares that will determine once and for all who reigns supreme in the realm of fear.
Strap in tight as we unravel the mysteries of tonight's horror villains, Art the Clown and Michael Myers.
Get ready for a spine-tingling showdown that will leave you on the edge of your seat.
Let's start the show. This is crossover combat.
Now, let's shift our focus to the silent harbinger of terror, the masked enigma, Michael Myers.
You got that right, fight. Michael Myers, the embodiment of relentless evil, made his spine-chilling debut back in 1978.
Locked away in a sanitarium for years, after committing a brutal act as a child, he returned to the quiet town of Haddonfield on Halloween night, setting the stage for a reign of unbridled horror.
What's truly unnerving is his ominous presence. The man behind the mask, or a lack thereof, remains a mystery, adding an extra layer of dread.
His modus operandi is equally disturbing. Often seen wielding an array of unconventional weapons, he transforms everyday objects into instruments of terror.
And let's not forget his infamous strength. Reports suggest he can exert over a force of 1,000 pounds, turning him into a seemingly unstoppable force.
Absolutely. His ability to withstand punishment is uncanny, yet his on-screen deaths throughout the franchise add an element of mystery, leaving us to wonder about the true nature of his resilience.
But of course, Michael has been killed on camera and on screen by his sister Laurie Strode after doing it to her many years in the Halloween timelines, and after Michael has been put through the ringer, and Michael cannot survive being decapitated or having his body completely obliterated.
Now, let's dive into the sinister artistry of Michael Myers, his unique and chilling kills that have left an indelible mark on the horror genre.
Michael's kills are not just acts of violence, they're carefully orchestrated scenes of terror, each one designed to invoke maximum fear.
Take, for instance, his proficiency with everyday objects turned lethal. Whether it's a simple kitchen knife or an unsuspecting coat hanger, Michael has a way of transforming the mundane into instruments of horror.
And let's not forget his penchant for stalking and patiently waiting for his right moment. His kills are not impulsive, they're calculated, adding their psychological torment.
True, Sunil. His creative use of the environment is equally chilling, from utilizing motion-sensing lights to disorient his victims, to turning a dark corner into a deadly trap. He's a master of exploiting fear.
There's an unsettling elegance in the way he executes his kills, almost like a macabre dance where the victims are unwilling participants.
And the sheer variety of his kills, from stealthy strangulations to brutal stabbings, showcases the depth of his malevolence. It's not just about the act, it's about the psychological impact that lingers long after. Now, Sunil, let's address the age-old question that has baffled horror fans for decades. Does Michael Myers have the power of teleportation?
Ah, the great mystery. Some say he moves at the speed of darkness, while others insist he's mastered the art of horror movie teleportation.
That's right, Sunil. I mean, have you ever tried to keep up with this pacing? It's like he's got a secret warp zone in Haddonfield.
Maybe there's one portal hidden behind the whites of his eyes. You know, the ones that conveniently show up in unexpected places.
Maybe he's got a pocket-sized map of the horror universe, complete with shortcuts labeled Spooky Alley and Creepy Corner.
One plausible explanation is that he's gifted the powers of Satan through the magic of Thorn by a satanic cult.
And let's not forget the editing magic. One moment he's there, the next he's gone. The true mystery of horror movie teleportation.
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, if you've been around as long as Michael, you're bound to pick up a few interdimensional travel tips.
Now, folks, prepare yourself for a jaw-dropping display of strength from our silent harbinger of horror.
That's right, Mr. Fight. We've unearthed a piece of information that will leave you in awe. Brace yourselves.
In a moment that defies all expectations, Michael Myers showcased his staggering strength by lifting none other than a 1987 Volkswagen Golf 2.
A car that weighed typically between 2,000 and 2,500 pounds.
Who needs a gym membership when you have the strength to lift automobiles?
Maybe he thought, why walk when you can lift a whole car?
Michael Myers, the original strong man of horror.
This makes sense, the way he can break down doors and lifts people into the air and turn them into a rag doll.
Now let's talk about Michael Myers' unique talent, turning anything and everything into a weapon. I mean, we've seen him make a statement with more than just a kitchen knife.
That's right, Mr. Fight. Michael isn't picky when it comes to his tools of murder. He's like a horror MacGyver.
Michael has used anything he can get his hands on. Pitchforks, deer antlers, and hydrobath.
This boogeyman has even used tripod legs to kill, and even if he's unarmed, the horror Captain Shatner face can even just kill you with his bare hands, literally by just jamming his finger into your skulls.
So no one is safe from the horror of Haddonfield. And maybe we aren't in crossover combat either. Now, let's turn our attention to a figure who's been making waves in the horror scene, bringing a fresh and terrifying vibe to the genre. None other than the new age jester of horror.
That's right, folks. We're talking about a character who's not just a killer clown, but a sinister maestro of malevolence. Prepare yourself. In the now age in horror, Art the Clown.
Created by the twisted mind of Damien Leone, is a nightmarish jester who has redefined the way we experience fear in the modern age.
Forget traditional circus clown. Art takes the concept of humor and flips it on its own head, leaving audience with a taste of terror instead of laughter.
With his silent yet deadly antics, Art the Clown has become a symbol of unpredictability, infusing horror with a new, macabre energy.
And it's not just about the painted face and oversized clown shoes. Art has a way of turning innocent gestures into bone-chilling moments, making him the new age of harbinger of terrors. Hold on to your seat, folks, because Art isn't just armed with laughs. He's got a deadly collection of weapons that will make even the most seasoned horror characters rethink their choices in entertainment.
Oh, absolutely. Art's weapons go beyond the conventional, transcending the realm of typical horror fare. Picture this: a collection of knives that would make a butcher blush.
And it's not just about sharp edges. Art has a few saws, needles, and all sorts of pointy things. It's like he's hosting a twisted cooking show with the most unconventional kitchen tools.
That's right. He's not just a clown. He's a one-man horror circus. But it doesn't stop there. Art has been known to wield guns, adding a touch of modern terror to his repertoire.
Guns in the hands of a clown? That's horror subversion we didn't see coming. It's like he's rewriting the rules of horror, one weapon at a time.
Now, let's talk about what makes Art the Clown a true game changer in the horror genre. He defies the very rules that have defined horror movie villains for decades.
That's right, Mr. Fight. Art isn't your typical horror movie character. He doesn't need the cover of darkness to unleash terror. He's actually been seen in the middle of the day.
It's a stark departure from the traditional horror playbook. Art is like a horror rebel, breaking free from the shadows and bringing his malevolence to the forefront.
In a way, Art isn't just a regular horror movie villain, he's an anti-horror movie villain who doesn't follow the rules of the genre.
Absolutely. He's rewriting the narrative, turning sunny afternoons and well-lit streets into the backdrop for his nightmarish theatrics.
And the anti-rules don't stop there. Art has a tendency to kill the final girl, or at least messing her up to make sure she wishes she was dead.
Now, let's talk about some of Art the Clown's unconventional methods. We have reports of him doing things with his clown shoes that would make a circus act blush.
You're not talking about the infamous head-crushing incident, are you?
Oh, indeed I am. Picture this: a grown man, a pair of oversized clown shoes, and a head-crushing finale that defies both physics and good taste.
I suppose that's one way to make an impression. Who needs a handshake when you have clown shoes, right?
And let's not forget the time he supposedly ripped off a girl's arm. Now, we'd love to show you the video footage, but alas, we value our channel's standing with the content moderators.
I really don't want to get demonetized.
It's like he's saying, no one is safe. Not even the ones you think will make it to the sequel.
In horror movie cliches, Art the Clown stands out as a disruptor, challenging our expectations and keeping us on the edge of our seats, day or night. Art uses his lengthy frame not as a display of raw strength, but as a misdirection and a psychological game to lower his victim's guard.
His towering figure can be deceptive. People often assume that physical prowess comes with the territory, but Art is a master of turning expectations upside down.
It's like he's playing a sinister game of hide and seek, luring his prey into a false sense of security before striking with deadly precision.
And that distinctive, elongated frame becomes an instrument of fear. The way he moves, the deliberate pacing, it's all part of the illusion. A carefully crafted performance to keep his victims on edge.
Of course, Art the Clown isn't indestructible, but he can ignore and take a lot of pain. Like the time he got a piece of rebar jammed to his head and then come out his chin. But he was off chasing his victim. But that doesn't mean Art is impervious to pain. One good strike and he's gonna be down, but not for long. Art may have been killed in both theatrical films, but not even he knows how that happened. It is implied that Art works as a slave to a satanic cult that is actually shown to bring demons and even Satan himself to the human world, but nothing is ever proven. You could say he's the puppet master of horror, pulling the strings of fear with every step, every gesture, making his elongated silhouette a weapon itself.
As he steps into the crossover combat arena tonight, Art the Clown brings with him the expertise of a psychological tactician, using his frame not as a limitation, but as a strategic advantage in the macabre dance of horror. Well, folks, the crossover combat arena has seen its share of twists and turns tonight. And unfortunately, it seems the final curtain has fallen.
That's right, Fight. In this unsettling encounter between Michael Myers and Art the Clown, it appears old school beats new school.
Michael's strength, skills, and decades of terrorizing experience proved too much for even the enigmatic Art.
Art's unique bag of tricks couldn't withstand the raw power and relentless pursuit of Michael Myers. It's a testament to the enduring terror that Myers embodies.
The arena witnessed a battle between the monster of Halloween and the jester of nightmares.
That's right, Mr. Fight. Michael's ability to move undetected almost as if he can vanish into thin air gives him a significant advantage in the crossover combat arena.
As we reflect on the intense showdown between Michael Myers and Art the Clown, one aspect stands out prominently: Michael's mastery of stealth.
Some even suggest a hint of teleporting given how he seamlessly appears and disappears. Is it a trick of the eyes, a quirk in horror movie universe, or something more sinister?
Exactly, Sunil. Whether it's a form of teleportation or just an uncanny knack for exploiting blind spots, Michael's stealth has proven time and again to be a lethal tool. While Art relies on misdirection and psychological terror, Michael's stealth is like an eerie dance in the shadows. It's as if he possesses a supernatural ability to navigate the darkness.
And let's not forget their incredible strength. Crushing a man's head with clown shoes may be shocking, but lifting a Volkswagen, now that's a different level of menace. Art may have slowed Michael down with his firearms, but Michael has tanked and survived gunshots before.
Indeed, Sunil. While Art's feats are ghastly in their own right, Michael's display of strength is a testament to his supernatural power. Lifting a car, an object of considerable weight and size, amplifies the horror of his unstoppable force.
It's a reminder that in the realm of terror, sometimes it's not about the theatrics, but about the raw, unbridled power that can be unleashed.
As the dust settles, it's clear that Michael Myers stands tall as the true monster of Halloween, a force that cannot easily be defeated. Winner, Michael Myers.
How'd you like it?